Morning guys, it's Sunday the 9th of January and I'm about to head off out to go and see something a little bit different, something that I've wanted to see for quite some time, and funnily enough, the 15 years or so that I've been coming here, Christ, look at the state of these masks. I've never actually been to this place and seen this this object, if you like. So yeah, stay tuned, come along with me, and yeah, let's go. Okay, Tini, okay นะ
โอเคเพื่อนมาหาเครื่องบินเพื่อนมาซื้อเครื่องบิน
เท่าไหร่ครับ 60แบบนึงนะอีก5นะ
ไม่เป็นไรโอเค
ครับ
โอ้อยู่มาเครื่องบิน
โอเค I think have มีคนอยู่ที่นี่นะพักที่นี่นะครับ
มี
ไม่แน่ใจนะ
มี
โอเคขอบคุณครับนะครับ Okay guys, so I've come to a bit of a random place here on the outskirts of Bangkok. It's actually Soi 103 on Ramkhamhaeng Road, and it's kind of heading east out of Bangkok, and I've come to see this. Okay, สบายดีไหม Okay น้องเท่าไหร่ครับน้องลอยใช่ไหม200นะOi, Songloi, 200 baht. I'm pretty sure I've seen videos online when they've been charging 100 baht, but I'm going to give it 200 anyway because I'm good like that. This is not right. There's a 747, or the fuselage, the front part of a 747 sat in a field in the middle of Bangkok. And just over here we have another part of the fuselage. I'm guessing that's from another plane, a smaller plane. And then over there that looks like the tail, maybe. Again, it looks like it could be from another plane. I mean, this is just amazing, especially if you're an aviation geek like myself, which I am. I was brought up plane spotting. I'd quite often go to Manchester Airport or Birmingham. We'd sit at the viewing point with my granddad. My granddad would take me to watch the planes, and that's where my love for planes came from. Still, even to this day, I'll sit in the back garden back home in the summertime watching the planes in the sky fly over. I'll have flight tracker up on my phone and I'll be looking at the types of planes. where they've come from, where they're flying to, the airline, the altitude they're flying at, the speed. So yeah, Gramps, this one is for you. And guys, I hope you'll enjoy. So I can actually go inside. Let me get the light on. Let's get some light on this. Does that make a difference? I'm not sure. Guys, I'm actually inside the fuselage of a 747, otherwise known as a jumbo jet. So I'm guessing this, well, I'm not guessing, this is the top floor, and this would be where I think first class would have been back in the day. Wow, this is unbelievable. Wow guys, this is so eerie. I don't know the history to this plane. I know it's a 747, otherwise known as a jumbo jet. I don't know what airline it was. It's been completely stripped. I mean, I say it's been completely stripped. There's still part of the galley. This would have been the galley back in the day where they cooked the food and served the drinks. So I've just realised this isn't actually the top floor. The top floor is up there, and that's where first class would have been, and this would have been economy. This would have been the economy cabin. This would have been the galley, and this would have been first class, and actually where the pilots would sit. So come on, let's go and have a look. Guys, look at this. I can actually get into the cockpit. So guys, I'm actually sat where the captain would have sat on this aircraft. I mean, God knows how many years ago. The seats have gone, but I'm actually sat in the captain's seat of a 747 aircraft. This is unbelievable. And it's in the middle of Bangkok. So these here are the thrust levers, and these would have controlled all 4 engines. We have the speed brake. Wow, this is just incredible. So I'm guessing this would have been the toilet for the pilots, and maybe for the first class travellers too. I don't know, I would have thought maybe the toilet. So this one's slightly bigger. This one's slightly bigger. So anyway, I'm guessing, yeah, there was probably 2 toilets, maybe one for the pilots and one for the first class. Isn't it just crazy to think that this plane would have been made, I don't know, maybe 25, 30, maybe even 40 years ago at the Boeing factory, I think over in Seattle, over on the west coast of America, and it's probably flown many tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles, seeing tens of thousands of people travel on it, and here it is in Ramkhamhaeng, or just outside central Bangkok, just sitting here in a field. Yeah, crazy, unbelievable. Oh guys, this is just the best thing ever. Like I said before, for an aviation geek like myself, you know, this is incredible to be on an old 747, and these are the creme de la creme. You know, the Airbus brought out the A380 15 years ago now, and it's a bigger plane than the 747. But this, for any aviation enthusiast, any aviation geek, these planes are the creme de la creme, the queen of the skies. These are just, they're very special planes, and to be on one, to be walking around one that's sat here in this airplane graveyard in Bangkok, it's bizarre. There's even an overhead cabin still operational. So I think the story is, guys, this area, these planes are being looked after by a family, a Thai family. I think they're probably from Isan, from the Isan region, and they I read somewhere that there's been other aircrafts here before, or parts of the fuselages and all the rest of it, and it's been sold as scrap. And I think in the meantime, the little girl who you saw at the beginning and her brother, and I'm assuming their parents, they live in this one here. That's actually their house. They've converted it into their house, and they look after the land. They make sure that nobody comes in and steals any metal or anything that they shouldn't be taking, or that kind of thing. And in return, they can live here. Yeah. Bizarre and very interesting. So I've just noticed these acros. I think that's what you call them. There's two at the front of the aircraft, and there's 2 to the rear, and I think they are basically holding the aircraft together. And this one here is slightly bent. It doesn't look in very good order. So to get from the ground floor, you have to go into the fuselage underneath. You then come up a ladder, and I'm assuming back in the day that's where the baggage would have been, any cargo. It would normally go in the underbelly of the aircraft. So there's a ladder. You climb up the ladder, and it brings you into the main part of the aircraft. And this is where economy class would have been back in the day. And then you go up the steps into first class. It's so hot, and it's still not even the hot dry season yet. It's actually the back end of winter time. And Thais, if you speak to Thais at the moment, they'll tell you that this is still winter, and it's not. It's roasting. guys, it's so hot. So yeah, that's the Boeing 747 down here at the airplane graveyard here in Ramkhamhaeng. Quite a sight, I have to say. Part of a wing just laying in the grass. Pretty sure, yeah, that is part of the wing. There is, it looks like the rear part of the aircraft over there. You can just see the bottom of the tail, but it's surrounded by long grass, and there doesn't appear to be a footpath into it. So I'm going to leave that for now. So guys, it does actually look like they live in that part of the aircraft over there. I think they've converted that into their house, and as I said before, it looks like they look after the land, they look after the aircraft, and make sure that nothing untoward goes on and nobody comes in, and I guess people could try and steal the metal, the doors, or whatever it may be. So anyway, enough from me, guys. That's it for today. I'm absolutely roasted. It's really starting to warm up here in Thailand at the moment. Not that it ever gets cold, but if you speak to a Thai at the moment, they will tell you that it's still the Thai winter, and the hot season is still to come, which is true. It will now get hotter. From now until April, the temperatures will rise. I think today it's about 32. By the end of April, it can be 36, 37, 38 degrees every day. Anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, give me a like, subscribe, and share, and all that malarkey, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.